Welcome back to the channel and traveling back to the Lost Ruins of Arnak. Yeah, the missing expedition. It's still intriguing. I had the chance to find it finally, and it's time for me to open and put it in the bag to take to board game events and try this one. So I decided to do this video without any previous knowledge about what this edition brings, so I'm gonna discover it's a new leader, new assistants, temples to explore, what's that? How does that work? And more cards as expected. Okay, and expand the standard Arnak base game for 1 to 4 players, that's normal, or play solo or 2-player cooperative. There's a campaign here, and 56 encounter cards, and much more, even more. Okay, so definitely it's time to start thinking of the box that it was released to hold all this content, because the base game, the box for the base game can only, at least the way I've saved it, only the first expansion. So a second expansion, I'll need to keep this separately. I guess the solution, if we continue following this path, this is sounding like Wingspan or Dune Imperium, so the box is unfortunately something that is going to be needed to hold all this content. But you know, it's Lost Ruins of Arnak. I love it. It's one of my favorite games. It's one of the best worker placements out there. It's the team, it's the vibe, it's so good. I like it very much. So one of the most expected videos that I had to do was this expansion. Okay, so plastic bags. Oh, some things already come inside the plastic bags. There are 4 explorers here, and there's a small bag for a dial. There will be a dial. There's a catalog here for second expansion. It is the first expansion. These videos are already in the channel, so if you want to take a look at those, this is the catalog for Czech Games Edition. And then, okay, so there we go. We have boards, and we have some notepad. This is a roll and write kind of thing here. Let's see where to start. So I'm gonna start with the campaign book. No, not the campaign book. I'm gonna start with the normal manual. Read this book first. This rule book tells everything you need to know about the missing expedition. Yeah, so let's take a look at it. Okay, the expansion may be used in 2 ways: the standard game and the campaign. Okay, what expands the standard game? These items, assistants, guardians, artifacts, and idols. Different ones. Also, new sites and new research tracks. So these were the temples that we saw, as expected. Okay. Encounters, the new leaders, which is the journalist, and the mechanic. So cool. That looks like the dial there. That looks like it's going to be the dial. And then for the campaign, there are these cards, frogs, pigeons, and this research overlay. And there's also here the red archaeologists and the pad of campaign sheets. Cool. Okay. So the new leaders, journalist, he has come to Arnak. There it is, and the mechanic. We'll take a look at that. New setup here. Why do we need a new setup? I don't know. Setup for these two. Okay, so the journalist, how he plays. Okay. So yeah, the journalist is complex. Like he has like reportings. He writes articles, so he's going to tell the story. He's going to put articles there. Yeah, quite not very straight to the point. And then the mechanic is going to have gold. The machine here this is a Mancala kind of mechanism. Looks like a Mancala mechanism. Okay, where the prospector and traveler. 2 simple leaders you can make using only components from the base game. Okay, so there are 2 more leaders that could be improvised without boards, different boards, new sites, the new waterfall temple and the tree temple, and the new idols that you can mix. and some of the new cards, and that's it. Okay, seems like a new icons in the expansion. Not bad. Doesn't look bad, right? It looks like what you should expect from an expansion. And there's now the missing expedition campaign book. Look at the size of this thing. There's a huge campaign here. I hope I'm not gonna spoil anything here. Just want to take a look. You can play solo or 2. Each player chooses an expedition leader. Okay, so the notepad is for this campaign, apparently. Okay, so you move. Chapter 1, there's a chapter 1. So there is a specific setup for chapter 1. Okay, so you put the encounter cards here on the places that you visit. There are some tokens that you also put here. Into the jungle, the crashed plane. Okay, so there's a story. There's a story behind it. This is cool. Betrayal, chapter 2. With achievement. So if you were able to repair the plane. Read this if you win. Read this if you lost. So don't read. So, okay. Then on chapter 2, you see there are specific cards placed here. And there's a story being told on these cards. This is really fun. Chapter 3, I'll move it faster. The Tunnels of Terror. Okay. So you will be traveling here. Chapter 4. You can play... why can't you play with 4? It says cooperative, but it's 2 players, right? I read 2 players somewhere. The campaign is designed for 1 or 2 players. 1 or 2, just 1 or 2 for some reason. There's a rising tide here. Then chapter 5. Okay, well, there's something happening here. Look of the amount of content that you have here. Chapter 6. And there's some ceremonies that... there's some characters, variants, even more variants for the hidden text. So here is where the spoiler happens. So there's also some lore here hidden in the end. So cool. This is really cool. Okay, chapter 1, chapter 2, campaign decks. Okay, wow. They just transform a very good worker placement game into a campaign game. I don't know how good is the campaign, but at least the effort is noticeable. And I cannot translate this, but is this like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chapters here to track your progress somehow, and you can play like a dozen times. Then let's see if we can make some sense here of these new tokens. How is this coming out? Are they glued or so? Oh, hey, there. I don't know what happened here, but yeah, let's see. So we have here, oh, look at that. That's a beauty for your eyes. Now they have all the leaders here on the back. The journalist on one side, and the mechanic there, the falconer, the baroness, the shaman. What was the name? The explorer, the archaeologist, right? And this was the captain. The captain, right? I don't remember, but hey, so cool. And then on this side, you can see this part looks similar. There's a different track here for the gold, and then the mechanism that will take a dial here. You see, this comes out, and this is the rotor for the plane, right? Or something similar. There it is. It came out. So cool. That's one. And then those are, I don't know what's happening here with this thing. It's stuck here somehow. Look at that. There's a mystery here how this unfolds. I'm trying to figure it out, but let's take the other leader out. The mechanic, same background. Oh, wait. Same. I was gonna say same background, but then there's something that pops out here, which is the articles. So yeah, this comes out probably because you need to fit the articles that you're writing or working on, which are these things that will fit there. He only has 3 slots for the tokens. So cool. I love how I'm always saying this, but I love how these they come up with new ideas for games of things that you have taken off guaranteed and closed, etc. And then there's always something new coming. Okay, so we've seen these tokens in the manual. I don't think there is the need to look at them individually. We can move forward to the next thing, which is, let me open to make it easy. So these are the new monsters, like a dinosaur kind of monster, and new places to visit, all level 1. There's a level 2 here, the volcano, and this has this symbol which I don't know what it is. These new monsters, there's a big dinosaur and this statue wolf. The new helpers. Oh, this guy cleans the card. This is good to take the shit out of your deck and draw another one. Not bad. This one probably is specific for the mechanic. Looks like something mechanic. Upgrade or move. And here is the tamer of... Oh, she untaps monsters. Cool. And this guy provides a tablet or a car. Yeah. So many already. Okay, the new tracks. So yeah, this is giving more variability to the game. So this is the tree kind of track. We start into the roots and then you move forward. But it looks different, right? You need to overlay here with tokens. Oh, the first one gets 2, 3, or 4 players. There's another one. You need to put something here, and then here is the normal squares, and then more tokens. I'm saying tokens because of the shape. Then here you can start buying those guys there because of this. And then if you get here, then the points, the tiles for the points. And then on the other side, the waterfall. Oh, this one looks like very straightforward. It's just paths. Why is this here? I guess there are some tokens that would change it. Or you could put something there for sure. Looks like it. And you keep going. You see, some of them don't have the bonus for the looking glass. Here. Oh, the bonus is there. So you can check one of the places you visit. Oh, no, there's it. There's one here. Okay. So there's an encounter here, or a place to visit. And then you keep moving. Yeah, when you had enough of the base game and the first expansion, you have all these places that you can visit as well. Okay, so what else here? There's more reference guides for setup of the mechanic and the journalist, so whoever is playing with them will benefit from having these specific guides. And the only thing left is the new cards. Which we'll take a look and see what they are. Okay, so we have here probably the artifacts, the encounters. No, there's some artifacts here as well. Yeah, so there's some artifacts mixed. This is pretty mixed. Maybe those artifacts are connected with the encounters somehow, and that's why they are apart. I don't want to separate. So yeah, let's see them in the order they are given. So artifacts, and there's a symbol there for the expansion. Tale of the Origin, Magnetic Ore, Calming Extract, Miner's Helmet. The cards, they lost a bit of their glossiness. They're less glossy, I think. Guardian Hatchling, Walking Stick. Provided 2 wood, a walking stick. Okay. Dark Statuette, Stone Feather, Confused Compass, Well Bucket. There's a new symbol there. draw a card, but it seems like it's from the bottom of the deck. You draw a card from the bottom of the deck. Well, it's drawing a card anyway. Stone Calendar. You may pass to the start of the next round with one additional card. And you complete a base camp place. So, yeah, basically when you buy it, it gives you an extra card, complete again. 3 compasses and you can complete a base camp. And you get an extra card. Not bad. Cursed Coin. Not bad in the beginning of the game. You may take 1 fear card from your play area into your hand. So you get 2 coins and then you get a fear card back. You may take 1 card from your play area. So if you don't have fear cards, then it's just 2 coins. Which doesn't look bad. Okay, just move forward here. Thoughtful Gift. Then we have these encounter cards, which I'm not sure if this is telling a story or not, but it's connected with the setup. There's a story there, some flavor, and we can see what's happening from the pictures. And bargain for the idol. So that's the action you need to do. Okay. Or what you get. So cool. I'm gonna separate now. The Sacred Branch. What's this? You turn... I don't know that symbol. It's something new. The Motorcycle. Okay. So now more of these cards. Stop the villain from completing the ritual. Stop the villain from completing the ritual. 2 of them. Okay, so there's a solo version. See, there's a solo version and there's a 2-player version. 2-player version, okay. And he's making mention to specific cards that will be part of the setup. Abandoned Vehicle, Flash Flood, Guardian's Treasure, showing the rivals, Suspicious Pit, Forbidden, there's the monster, there's a new monster there. A Tranquilized Guardian. This is super cool, super cool. Scepter of Kaltal. The Flare Gun. Jeweler's Loop. And more cards. I guess the backs are the episodes. So yeah, we have 3, 4, 6. That's the 6th episode. Okay. There's the 4th episode, and then you have the goals here, some kind of goals. This will be 5 for sure. 5. Okay, so these are the scenarios, and probably these are the items that are required for those scenarios as well. Mantle of Dust, Guardian's Blessing, the Dinghy. There is Dinghy, Guardian Blast, Mantle of Dust, Dusk, and then what you'll be doing there. Speckles, Wicker Card, Improvised Weapon, and the corresponding scenarios that I'm just gonna move, not to focus much on spoilers. Map to the Temple, Saddle, Radio, Transceiver, yeah. And from my mat, this is the first scenario. And then we have, what else? Notes on the Guardians, Professor Kutil's Diary, Owl Idol, the Soda Pop, Repair Plane, and there's the final thing, and the cards that are part of the new characters. Yep. For the mechanic and for the journalist. This is really cool, and I'm dying to try it as soon as possible. Arnak, the missing expedition. I hope you like this video. If so, don't forget to hit that like button and consider subscribing. So I have a playlist full of board games, many board games in different playlists, as well as I have a playlist for all the major card games out there. And the podcast that also is in the channel. Podcast is called The Table Talks, where I'm interviewing people to get to know better about their stories, their projects, their profiles while playing board games online. So I definitely think that you'll find interesting content in the channel to consider subscribing and to be part of this community. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you on the next one. Goodbye.